One of the great things about Phocas is that it's not only incredibly powerful, but it's also incredibly easy to use. In this quick video, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to get started using Phocas. You'll find us here on the login screen. Plug in the username and the password that were provided to you by your administrator and select Sign In. This brings you to your home page. Your home page will look a bit different than what mine looks like now. From here, simply select the database that you're looking to analyze data for. In this case, I'm going to select Phocas Sales. In this view, you'll see your summary. Phocas is broken into 3 sections. The first section here is your grid view. This is going to give you the answers to all of the questions that you ask Phocas. Down the left-hand side, you'll find your dimensions. These are analysis areas. You'll find you use these quite often to ask Phocas questions. Across the top, you'll find your functions. These functions are where you can better refine the questions that you're asking Phocas. The first thing that I do when I begin to ask questions is make sure that I'm in the correct period. Phocas will only show you data for the period you've got selected. In this case, I've got year to date, but I can select from any of the defined periods my administrator has set up for me. Maybe I'd prefer to see a rolling 12 months. There you go. Now my summary view is showing me a rolling 12 months of data. From here, I'm going to start to ask some questions. For example, maybe I want to analyze my outside sales team. I'm going to find the dimension that lines up with the question that I have. In this case, it's based around sales rep. I'm going to select my sales rep dimension. What I find here is that I'll have the same numbers across the top that I had on my summary screen. The data, however, is simply broken down. Instead of at a summary level, it's been broken down by sales rep. From here, I can select the sales rep that I'm interested in asking additional questions on. So, Shelley. I'm going to select right over here and highlight Shelley. I'll hit my blue focus button right up here at the top. And now I'm looking at just Shelley's data. This is how Phocas works organically. It will follow your train of thought. From here, any of the other dimensions that I select will be focused on just Shelley's business. So I can go to my Bill to Customer dimension. The list of customers that I'm seeing belong only to Shelley. Now, I talked about my functions across the top. Maybe I'd like to see this data a bit differently. Maybe I'd like to see, instead of month over month over month, in my period mode, perhaps I'd like to just see one total number. I'll select total. Now I have just the one view. From here, perhaps I'd like to see a few additional measures. My Measures button is where I can select things like profit margin. Click the box next to profit margin, click off of that list, and I'll see local sales value as well as local profit margin. To remove those columns, I simply uncheck that box, click off of that pull down, and there I have back to just sales value. Maybe what I'd really like to see is a variance view. I'd like to see what Shelley's customers bought from her this year as compared to last, or this rolling 12 months as compared to last rolling 12 months. I can pull my mode button down again, select variance, and now I can see what each of her customers bought from her in the current period, the previous period, and what the difference is. Any of these headers can be sorted, either ascending or descending. Maybe I'd like to get some additional information about my customers. You'll find that additional information in your Properties pull-down. For example, maybe I'd like to turn on Territory Group Code. Similar to Measures, I simply check the box next to click off, and now I can see that additional property that I've pulled in, Territory Group Code. From here, perhaps I'd like to ask additional questions. Maybe I'm interested in learning what Intercast purchased last year. I can highlight Intercast, select Phocas, and select my product dimension. I'm now seeing all of the products that that particular customer purchased last year. What do I do with this data now that I've got it? I can export it into an Excel spreadsheet, or I can save it as a favorite by using my star right up here and saving it as a favorite. That should have been enough to get you started. Have fun using Phocas. Thanks for watching.